Hi everyone, I'm going to talk about the diamond model. So a couple of things I'll talk about in this presentation will be the development, when it was developed, who was it developed by, how it's most used, the advantages and some disadvantages of this design model. I will show you an example of how it has been used in a real life application and then just sharing some references from the sources I used. So the development of the diamond model in the 1960s, it first kind of was created by Robert M. Diamond. He first started talking about the model, setting up the model a little bit, became a little bit more formalized in 1989 during his work at Syracuse. And from 1989 to today, a lot of colleges and universities continue to use this model to help design courses, to set up classes, organize their classes, organize the class structure for the university, and it's still widely used in higher education today. So it's mainly used in higher education. It is considered a systems-based model, and it does mention that it can also kind of be classroom model as well, since it is used in colleges and universities. Um, and it is used with a team effort to develop course offerings and developments of courses. So working as a team to kind of develop that and go through the process and the model together through the two phases, which we'll show in the example. Some advantages are ownership. So a lot of higher education staff can have ownership with this model because they are developing their curriculum together, owning that curriculum, owning that model with a focus on instructional design. Sensitivity, a big push for the Diamond model was that it identifies the needs of political and social issues at the college or university levels and in their departments. It has two phases, which allows them to focus on getting all the kind of fundamentals out of the way in phase one before they really start finalizing the course and developing the course in phase two. So the two phases really help them kind of address all the big problems and the big roadblocks before they actually dive deep into the course structure. Some disadvantages are through that phase one, the feasibility. So being able to address all of the issues needed in the model can take a long time to gather research and to go through the many revisions of the process. Desirability, the level of faculty enthusiasm is gauged and can affect the model. So if you have faculty members that are not really buying into it, it's hard to get good results. And then organization, organizing a lot of staff members can be really hard with everyone's different schedules and also getting staff members to buy into that and work together to be effective. So one way this was used was in the biology core curriculum program at Cal State and Fullerton University. So in phase one, they gathered all their members of that core curriculum area. They did hire an outside facilitator, which was able to manage their work, take out the bias, take out all the the personal tensions that some of those staff members might have felt. With that outside facilitator, they're able to really focus on the work at hand. Establish time to meet the needs of the work, so dedicating time over the years. And then they involve university stakeholders to focus on those political and social issues that this model really focuses on. In phase two, they started to make a list of course objectives, what they wanted the students to walk away with at the end of this biology program. They evaluated assessments, changed assessments that would be used in the department. They also had to share their work with the rest of the California university system for common implementation across that university program. And they did go through about 7 years of revision. So part of the phase two is like a cycle, and it's a lot of revising and going back and revising and going back. And they had to go through a lot of revisions in their process. And then here are just some references. Thank you for listening about the Diamond model.